Good evening, everyone. Hope you're well. Welcome to our Thursday night live that we do from the Sack the Boss team. My name's Dale, and I kind of run the Sack the Boss team. We're partnered with one of the UK's largest companies, and what we try and do is we try and help folk earn money on the side of whatever it is they're currently doing. So welcome to the call. I'm glad that I can see folk tuning in already, so that's great. So we're going to spend 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes max. I'm really excited about tonight's call, to be honest with you. You might notice I've got a young lady on the call with us, and she joined our business. I think she joined maybe 5 or 6 weeks ago now. But 6 weeks ago, she had never heard of us. She didn't know anything about us. So we've brought her on the call tonight because she's going to share a little bit of her experience about what it's been like joining the Sack the Boss team, how it's worked out for her, the kind of money that she's been able to kind of access, the perks that she's picked up, and maybe just share some hints and tips, because we know that there's lots of people in the UK market right now and they're looking for other income opportunities. And traditionally, when you're looking to make extra money, most of the jobs out there are, £10 an hour, maybe unsociable hours, and you're having to put yourself at risk because you're out maybe in a place where you can't socially distance. But with the Sack the Boss team and the company that we partner with, we can show folk how they can make significant cash. You can see on the screen, you can earn £200 just from helping people save money. So we want to spend a wee bit of time giving you a bit of background to us. If you are on the edge, kind of thinking about, looking at this as an avenue, then stay tuned. If you've got somebody in mind and you know that they're looking for an income opportunity, then let them see a copy of this video. It will be on the Sack the Boss page, so they can come to the Sack the Boss page and they can watch the recording of it, because it might be useful for them. We've got 45,000 people who are based all over the United Kingdom, and they all work with us on a part-time basis. So this information might just be quite good for them. So Carol, what I'm going to do before we come to you, I'm going to just quickly do a wee teaser video about our company that we partner with down in London.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We've only gone and done it again. We've won another ritual. That's 10 years in a row.
Partners of the lifeblood of UW. Thanks to everyone here at Network Headquarters, we have a record number of partners joining the business and getting promoted.
Because of all our hard work, UW has won 4 MoneyWise awards.
UW is all about supporting incredible charities and institutions. And this year, we're behind Plastic Oceans UK and our NHS. We're all with you.
We can't be together, but we've never been better connected. Our business and people have adapted to working from home in style.
This year we've welcomed 738 new starters to the family. Trotters has never had this much business.
Thanks to everyone, UW now offers bigger and better home services. There's no stopping us now.
This year saw UW host its first ever virtual Express Day, and it was watched by more
I do love that wee video. It's always nice to see that we're number one and we're kind of Which awarded and stuff like that. Right, so I've got one last wee clip just before we come to Carol. Now, when I was doing my last Facebook Live, I'd been talking about how that we're so grateful for all the key workers that are helping all of us out in the UK right now. Because, as everyone will agree with me, we're all going through some crazy times and some crazy challenges. And if it wasn't for the key workers in the NHS and all of the other key workers and all the the police, you know, the guys that are helping clear the bins, every single person that's still having to go out there and make sure that everything still runs for all of us, we're so grateful for them. Now, part of being within our organisation is most people who work with us actually have a main job. And what they do is they do some work with us on the side. Now, because we have so many key workers that actually partner up with us, I've got a very brief video just thanking our key workers, and I just want to very quickly play that. So just 2 seconds.
I've always been very proud of being a police officer and helping people, something I've always enjoyed doing.
As a delivery driver, it's great to be helping out. We're helping a lot of self-employed keep themselves busy and in work.
It is challenging and emotionally draining. We do see some vulnerable children coming into the schools who, you know, are absolutely starving, and we do the best that we can to feed them.
As a team, we've all pulled together to do our best for our patients, and it feels really good to be able to do my bit and contribute to patient care.
I feel proud being a key worker during this pandemic because it's given me the opportunity to serve the needy in the community.
Seeing pictures around on people's windows, like supporting key workers and things as well, it has been lovely as a key worker to boost yourself when you're leaving work if you had a rough day.
My customers have been amazing. I had a young boy the other day who left me a card on his doorstep, and he'd made me a little ribbon that said thank you, and I thought that was really lovely.
My UW team have been really, really supportive during these times of national emergency, really. They understand that I am working from home around childcare and my husband working as a police officer. And we've been doing lots of Zooms and keep checking in on each other and making sure we're all doing okay.
I had a couple the other day who also gave me a box of chocolates, and they were lovely. I needed that after the long day I'd had.
I don't feel like a hero at all. I'm not a hero. This is my job, and it's something that I love to do. So it's just part of me.
Okay. So we just wanted to give a big thank you to all the key workers out there. So a thank you from UW and a thank you from Sack the Boss. Right, let's get down to business. Carol, how are you, my dear?
I'm good.
You're all right? Good. So listen, just for the folk that are watching, Carol's got a little bit of a sound issue. I think the odd time it's just cutting out a tiny wee bit, but don't worry, we can still clearly make out what she's saying. So Carol, tell us a bit about you and your background. Where are you based?
I'm in central Scotland, so I'm on a kind of lockdown at the moment anyway, but I worked for Virgin Atlantic for over 20 years, and when COVID hit, it was one of the first rounds of redundancies, so it was a bit of a shock because I thought, what am I going to do? I was made redundant in June, and then a few months later I was sort of introduced to this by one of my colleagues, Charlene, and I didn't really know what it was all about, so she asked me to come in on a training call for her, and I was like, yeah, no problem, I'll come in. So Dale was sitting on the training call and did it with Charlene, and I just liked the concept of it. I just was, wow, this sounds really good, sign me up. And I've never looked back. I absolutely love it. I had the fear about going for job interviews. I hadn't done a CV. I just thought, what am I going to do? I was crew for over 20 years, and I liked the idea of just this working from home and putting the odd hour in when I needed it. So.
Right, okay. So 20 years in Virgin, and that must have been quite a stressful time for everyone in Virgin when, you know, everything was happening with all the flights getting grounded and stuff like that. So I guess a lot of them must have been kind of panicking about where the next paycheck's coming from.
Yeah, that's it. So didn't know what I was going to do.
And so Charlene introduced you to this opportunity.
Yeah.
And be honest, because, you know, the reason we run these calls is because we want the folk who are maybe looking for an option to understand that this is a genuinely life-changing opportunity. Mm-hmm. But there's no point in it coming from me. So that's why we bring on real people who have just joined the team so that you can give your feedback. So just being honest, what did you think when you first heard about how the money you can make doing this, the opportunity, the business model?
I liked the business model. I loved the presentation because it was just so positive and it was just so easy to follow as well, that I just really liked the idea of it all. And then when I joined, I've just had so much help. I feel valued. I didn't really feel like that in my old job. There's lots of incentives. There's lots of goals to work towards, and it makes you actually put the hours in if you want to, if you need to. So, and I've got time at the moment where I can do that, but even just the odd hour in the week would be amazing. So
good. Okay. And so Charlene, she showed you the opportunity. You kind of liked the sound of it. What made you decide to actually get started?
The money. The money. 250
money talks.
an hour. Yeah.
What's it to say? Money talks and something else walks.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. So, are we 6 weeks in? 5 weeks?
Yeah, about that. My first customer was on the 7th of October.
Right. Okay. Now I know because you're just in the door, you haven't actually been paid yet. Because our pay plan, you know, I think it's 21st. You'll be getting maybe some soon. How has it been worthwhile getting involved?
1,000,000%. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm really part of a team. I'm looked after. There's so many people there that just give you positive vibes all the time. It's just, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really pleased that I've joined.
No, that's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, we do. We've got lots of, I mean, it's a tough time for everybody right now. So what we try to do in the team is just make sure that everyone that's joining, they get the support they need. Because we're all having to learn new skills right now. 6 months ago, if you'd have told me that I'd be a guy sitting on Facebook, doing Facebook Lives and working remotely from home, I'd have thought you'd have had too much buckfast. But the world has changed, and we all kind of have to evolve with it. I think either evolve or you get left behind. So yeah, no. Right. Incentives wise, you have pretty much cleaned up when it comes to all the incentives that we've got. Just talk us through what you had to do to get the incentives. Was it easy? Was it hard? And what have you actually qualified for in your first 5-6 weeks with us?
I just asked people to come on and help me on a Zoom call, which they quite happily did. And when they saw the presentation of what I was doing, they thought this was great. So they signed up as customers, and I was getting points, and I could see on my app on my phone every day, oh, I've got so many points. And then I hit Christmas, the incentive won, so I got my Christmas dinner, and I thought, oh, this is amazing. And I kept checking the points the next day and giving myself little targets and little goals. And then I got the £300 Fortin Mason hamper, which I thought was, wow, this is fantastic.
St Nicholas, I think it's called a St Nicholas Christmas hamper. It's filled with like fancy booze, ports, Chateau Neuf de Pape. This will be the 3rd year that I've had one from UW. But yeah, great perk.
And then last week, I just got the cherry on top. I got the £300 Love to Shop gift voucher as well. So it's just amazing. So I'm so pleased.
Have you ever had, like, in the Virgin Atlantic world, did you get perks like that in that environment?
Yeah, not incentives like this. No, it was, yeah, you got your concessions and things, but we didn't get incentives like this. We weren't constantly told, you know, if you work towards something, you'll get something really good out of it. So it makes you actually want to do more. So yeah.
Okay. And so do you feel that you've kind of learned everything that you need to learn with this, or do you still feel that you're gradually learning a bit more day by day?
I'm learning all the time. There's loads of training that we could do, that we can jump on and do little training apps. I've just done one there for learning all about different services and things. So it's all extra learning that I can do that's there. It's on the portal.
So this is stuff just for the folk listening. So we've got an online learning portal. So once somebody becomes a partner with UW, the Sack the Boss team provide them with support and free training. The registration fee is now £10 if somebody wants to be able to access £200 for an hour's work, roughly. This takes about an hour to help a customer save money, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe a wee bit more if they're chatting away.
Like I spend more than that in Greg's.
Yeah. So £10 registration fee, that money gets paid down to London, and then you were able to access essentially a back office online portal where you can train yourself at your own leisure and your own time, and you can basically just upskill yourself in watching video modules. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
And have you found all that kind of stuff helpful?
Oh yeah, really helpful. But what I found most helpful was sitting on my training appointments with you at the beginning, because I just listened and took loads of notes. I couldn't even do a Zoom call when I started. I couldn't work Zoom. And then look
at you now.
5 weeks later, and I'm doing training appointments on my own. So it's quick to learn. It's just growing the confidence to do it, because I didn't have any confidence at the beginning. I didn't think I would be able to do this either. I thought, and you say about 6 months ago, I would never have thought I was doing this. I was a supervisor on an aircraft. So, yeah.
Up in the sky, drinking. No, I'm only kidding. No, I know you weren't. I'm only kidding. Right, okay. So, Carol, there's some folk that sometimes I get feedback that folks say to me, "Oh, but Dale, I can't do sales."
Oh, it's not sales.
Did we've not rehearsed any of this? But I'm so pleased you said that there.
It's not sales. I was absolutely rubbish at duty free. I hate sales. It's not me.
Yeah, and that is a key misconception for folk when they do have an initial look at this. They think that they need to have the ability to sell stuff and have all the fancy chat and the language. But would you agree with me if I was to say the reality is that the company UW provide you with all the tools that you need, that all you really have to do is invite somebody onto a Zoom call with no obligation to buy anything or do anything.
No.
Show them the information. If they like it, we take them as a volunteer. And if they don't like it, we leave them to continue overpaying with the big providers that advertise in telly. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
So if you're watching and you're thinking that you can't do sales, neither could Carol.
No, I couldn't. Not at all.
No. This is not about selling. This is genuinely about helping people. And I think that's why so many of the crew that are joining us right now, I mean, it's not just Virgin, we've got BA. I'm currently getting inquiries from crew that were with EasyJet and with Flybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what's happening is the word's starting to spread that there's an ability for folk to work remotely, make really significant cash. I mean, most people, to earn £200, probably need to work 20 hours. But in this position, if they do it the way we train them, they can actually earn it from about an hour. So, right, listen, Carol, for those that are watching and they're maybe thinking, yeah, I know I could maybe do it, I couldn't. If you get any final tips for them before we kind of let you go, is there anything that you'd like to say to folk if they're having a wee nosy at this and they're thinking, I don't know, I do need to make some cash, but I'm not sure if I should go and get a job in Greg's or try working with Sack the Boss?
Just what have you got to lose? Nothing. Just give it a go. It's like you think you'll run out of people, but you don't. It just grows arms and legs. And it's just been the best thing that I've done this year, because I was so worried about what I was going to do, and I'm absolutely loving it. So just go for it. Why not?
Well, we're really pleased to have you, Carol. And I'll be honest, you've actually taught us a thing or two, because you've done really well in your first few weeks with us. Actually set some records. I've never seen somebody join our business and have the start that you ended up having, and God. Building up the income that you've managed to set yourself up for in such a short period of time. So I'd just like to publicly congratulate you, actually, because from what you've done, you've actually opened my eyes, because I'm used to bringing on folk, training them how to do this, and they can go out and they make maybe an extra £500 or £1,000 on top of their normal job. Because folk, when they work with our team, we're only looking for them to give us 2 or 3 hours a week, 5 at a push a week. So it's always meant to be a side income, but you've came on board and shown us that it very quickly can be something dramatically more than that. So I think in any industry, you know, it takes somebody to push those boundaries. We know, when the first person to run the 3-minute mile, you know, I think those records kept getting broken as time went on. So you've done amazingly well. And we should also give a wee shout out to Charlene.
Yes.
Because, you know, it was Charlene that I introduced her to this through a friend of mine. And obviously she hit the ground running. She mentioned it to yourself and a few other crew. And, you know, now we've almost got like a whole department building in our business, and it's just crew.
Because we've got contacts now we flew with people all over the UK, and we've got contacts with people all over the UK. So it's just actually just exploded. So yeah, it's absolutely.
We're helping people every time, though. That's the key thing.
That's it.
We're taking the volunteers and we help them. That's all we're trying to do. Listen, Carol, thanks so much for coming on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off the call with a 10-minute. It's a pre-recorded message from our head office in London, and it's going to just answer any questions. So if you are watching this live, I can see there's plenty of folk are. If you're watching it live and you want some additional information about the opportunity and you want to hear it from a head office point of view, stay tuned. I'm going to play that in a wee sec. If you're watching this in a replay, you can get access to information on our Sack the Boss website. It's www.sacktheboss.co.uk. The website's running across the bottom. You can go to that website and you can download an information pack and have a read at it at your own leisure. And if you get any questions, you can always PM us through the page and we'll answer any questions. But look, thanks a lot for coming on. I know you were not hugely comfortable doing this, because, you know, it's doing the video stuff. It's new to everyone at some stage. So, but thanks a lot for your time, and I'm just going to play this final video. All right.
Thank you.
If I can work the technology, almost there. Here we go.
Hey, welcome to our presentation. My name's Alex Roberts, and I joined this business when my son was born, because I knew that I either had to sacrifice time with him or the income that I'd been used to. I just didn't think it was possible to have both. But actually, that's exactly what UW has done for me.
My name's Derek Hughes, and my friends call me Dale. I'm talking to you today from my dining room in Glasgow. When I first came across this opportunity, I was just looking for a better way to earn money. I worked about 60 hours a week for Mercedes-Benz, and I was missing all these special moments in life. I was missing all the times with my family and my friends. A few short years later, after finding this opportunity, my life has totally changed. I spend so much more time with the people that are important to me, and my financial circumstances are better than ever. So let me introduce you to the UW opportunity. So why would somebody look at this opportunity? Maybe they need income now, or maybe they need to get some free time back in their lives because they're working far too much. Traditionally, if we need extra money in our lives, what we've always done is we've got ourselves an extra job, a second job, or maybe a scratch card in the lottery. What we would like to talk to you today is about passive income. Now, passive income is one of the strongest and most powerful ways of being paid in today's world. Money that drops in month after month, year after year, for work you did just one time. UW is owned and operated by Telecom Plus PLC. We're a FTSE 250 company. That means we're listed in the London Stock Exchange. We supply 2.5 million services all over the United Kingdom, We're licensed and regulated by Ofgem and Ofcom. Now, they're the two government bodies that regulate our industries. That's really important. As you can see, we've had consistent growth over the last 10 years. And all we really do is supply all of the home services that everybody already uses, but we're the only company in the UK that can put all of these things onto one simple monthly bill.
I'll tell you why UW works for so many people. Instead of lots of bills from lots of suppliers, there's just one. How nice is that? It makes budgeting easier with one great value bundle. Gas, electricity, landline, broadband, mobile, insurance, everything is included. Yes, thank you, thank you. There are savings to be made on your UW card too. So it's easy to save hundreds of pounds a year just by shopping. Cash back every time you spend. How lovely is that? Once you've signed up, switching is easy thanks to their UK-based customer services team. They even fit LED light bulbs in your home for free, saving you even more off your energy bill every year. Getting just one bill frees you up from all that boring stuff for more of what you enjoy doing. How fabulous is that?
The traditional way of earning doesn't work for everyone. You leave school, you spend years putting time and effort into a career only to retire when you've now got enough time to spend that money, but your income drops to, if you're lucky, about 25% of what you had when you reached your peak.
Okay, so let's look at a better way to earn.
At UW, we get paid every time someone makes a call, heats their home, turns on their lights, and uses their internet.
As you can see from the chart in front of us, let's say you wanted to earn enough money with UW just to cover your rent or your mortgage, and your payment is £500 a month. Well, 2 qualifying customers with us will get you the commission to cover that payment. How many hours would you have to work in a traditional job to get £500? So as people join this business, I get an ongoing commission from their account. They pay their bills to head office in London, and a percentage of that bill drops into my bank account.
So what could this mean for you? Just £100 to £300 a month for a lot of people could mean completely getting out of debt. And of course, when you start earning over £1,000 extra a month, that's when the serious choices come into play.
If you're like me, you'll love an incentive, and we've got amazing partner incentives. Our incentives start with our company cars. We start with Minis and we go all the way up to Merc Jeeps and BMW i8s. We've got company holidays that can be qualified for every year, from weekend breaks to luxury 6-star cruises. Once a month, we take over every Pizza Express UK-wide, and all the partners get a free night out with pizza, a drink and dough balls. And also at Christmas, we get handed out Fortnum and Mason hampers.
So let's recap on what we get paid to offer. A simpler option, all home services on one single bill, guaranteed to be cheaper. And we even pay up to £200 to help people switch over straight away. It really is easy to recommend.
So let's look at the savings. We're replacing the nation's light bulbs for free. You get free LED light bulbs, supplied, fitted, and then guaranteed for life when you join the club. Now that ensures you get lower electricity bills for life. You also get the Gourmet Society membership, the UK's largest diners club, where you're getting 2-for-1 meals or 40% discount at all the main cinema chains. And then the best bit is our cashback card. Now it's run by Visa, but it's not a credit card. This card is a prepay. You load your own money onto the card because we don't want our customers getting into debt. We want to help you have more money in your bank. Now, some of the retailers that you see here, these retailers are prepared to pay us a premium cashback.
Money saved on the cashback card is deducted off the utility bill, so utility bills are always lower than we're expecting them to be. So, for example, if you spent £100 in Marks and Spencer's, £5 would go towards paying your next utility bill. So the savings really do add up. Just looking at these extras, that's over £1,000 worth of benefit to customers in their first year. And that's before we've even looked at saving them money on their bills.
So hopefully now you can agree with me, this is the ideal business. I mean, you can work from home. You can work from wherever you wish. There's no stock to hold. I don't have routers or gas or electricity canisters in my garage. I can do as much or as little as I want. I'm in control.
So I'm sure you're thinking, how do I start? Well, registration is fast and risk-free. The joining fee is just £100, or if you become a member or you're already a member, that's reduced to just £50. And there's a money-back guarantee as well. So you get all of that back if you decide this business isn't for you.
So is this the right time for you to join? Well, you can see on screen the various reasons people look at this business. We've discussed a few of them already. But one of the things people say to me is, Dale, am I too late? Have you already covered the market? Well, I'd like to think of it like this. If you were to imagine a street with 100 houses on it, statistically speaking, only 2 of those houses are currently with UW. And that's only because the other 98 houses don't know we exist. So we just need more people to help us get that word out. And with our training and your skills and excitement, we can help you make a really powerful income.
This is an opportunity that's already helped so many people from all different walks of life.
I'm a mortgage advisor down here in Weymouth. Being from the financial services sector, I had to scrutinise it and check it out. And I made the decision to go into business with Utility Warehouse. Once I did and I got going, I've never looked back. The things that make me happy in life are my family, family orientated, what I can do by building my Utility Warehouse business. That will bring forward the time that I can potentially retire earlier. So I'll have even more time with my family at an earlier age.
I was on a very good salary in the NHS as a consultant. My income now, I can actually match what I was earning in the NHS. Utility Warehouse is going to provide that income for me securely until the day I die.
I've been doing law for a long time, love the job that I'm doing and can't envisage not doing that. For me, it was looking for more spare time, something that would alleviate me to be able to have that really precious time with the grandchildren because it's over and gone so quick. I didn't want to leave the law, and I think that a lot of people, when they're shown this business, think that people are asking them for a career change, and it's not a career change. You can still continue with what you're doing. It's just having that plan B, having something else alongside.
If somebody has invited you to be here, please go back and let them know what you like best about the presentation. And thanks very much for joining us.
You could get started straight away. Thank you so much for joining us.
So just to close off, what I should say is the registration fee is now only £10. So that video is just a touch out of date because of coronavirus. What we're trying to do at UW is we're trying to help the nation get back on its feet. And we know the best way to help the nation get back on its feet is to give everyone easy access to an online working position where you can get £200 plus for about an hour's work. So the registration fee has been reduced to £10. That gets you your Ofcom licence, your Ofgem licence, public liability insurance of about, I think, 5 million quid, all your free training. So it's not 100, like the video mentioned. It's now as low as £10. And can I give a shout out to Mel? She's commented on the Facebook feed. She's in Hong Kong. She one of the Virgin Atlantic girls. She's also joined the business, and all the way from Hong Kong, which God knows what time it is over there. She's put on a wee message saying you're smashing it, Carol. So well done. It's nice to see that we're getting international recognition.
Yes.
So listen, everyone, have a lovely evening. If this has been useful, please share it with whoever you think maybe needs to hear that it can make some money with us. And other than that, come on to Scotland.
I know.
Yeah, on to Scotland. We can do it. Yeah, we can get into the Euros for what? Come on, it's like 20 odd years. We can do it. Come on. So, Carol, thanks again, everyone, and have a lovely evening.
Thank you.
Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.